All right, today I'm in High Springs, Florida. Unfortunately, Blue Boo can't be here. I'm gonna have a special guest help me with tasting all this. They got a surprise for us on the barbecue tilt. I can't wait till y'all stay to the end because we're gonna eat up some delicious grub. I already know this. I am in High Springs, as I said, Sweet Meat Butcher Shop with Crystal and Mr. Bobby, the owners. Not only do y'all have this butcher shop, sweet meats, but y'all also do a lot of barbecue competitions, and I'm just excited to hear about y'all's whole journey. So people don't want to hear about me no more. Y'all go ahead and introduce yourself and tell me all about it.
Sure. I'm Bobby Gay, and this is my wife, Crystal. And yeah, we started Sweet Meat Butcher Shop back in 2022. And it really starts, I would say, with a phone call from you during the lunch break in 2020.
Yeah, so I was a little frustrated with our career and wanted to take a turn. And we had been in the professional barbecue world for 12, 13 years and absolutely love it and wouldn't change it for the world. And I knew I wanted to change our career path. So I called Bobby and I said, what do you think about opening a butcher shop? And at the time, I think your head was spinning a little bit and not really quite sure where this idea came from or if we should do it. And lo and behold, it's been the best decision we ever did.
Sure. Yeah, I think the first thing was shock, and I probably said some expletives. But yeah, because we had great careers. You know, I was a manufacturing manager, and you know, neither one of us were really happy with the way things were going. That was, you know, right around COVID time. And we were kind of fed up with the bureaucracy that we had to contend with. I think everybody probably went through some shape or form of that. And you know, yeah, Crystal called me up and said, "Hey, you know, what do you think about opening up, you know, a butcher shop?" And you know, I think I said, "You know, you're probably crazy as hell," and to be honest with you, I am too. So let's go do it. And so we started kind of mapping out a roadmap and a plan to make it executable, and we jumped right in there and got it done.
So to take a step back, before y'all did that, y'all got into the competition barbecue scene. What made y'all jump into that and want to do that?
Sure. Well, I think it originates probably in the 80s, man. You know, everybody had a gas grill in the backyard, right?
Yes, sir.
So I remember cooking hamburgers and hot dogs and steaks and that kind of thing with my dad. And, you know, we had that going on, and that was back in the time when people boiled ribs.
Right.
And I could remember smelling that hot dog water when they were cooking ribs on Sunday. It's like, man, there's got to be a better way, right? So you know, about the time I think Barbecue Pitmasters came out in like '09 or something like that, or 2010, and I had met Myron and Tracy Mixon long before I knew them as barbecue dudes. I knew, you know, they did this thing at the Pig Jig. And I'd been to the Big Pig Jig in Vienna, Georgia, which is one of the bigger competitions in the South. It used to be the biggest one. And but I met them in the car business. So yeah, I worked for an environmental service company when I was in my early 20s, and that's where I met them originally. And so I saw him on the show, and I'm like, that's what he was talking about. He did. And so I grew up, you know, in Macon, Georgia, originally, and there's two, you know, really premier barbecue joints that everybody goes to. It's Fincher's and Tucker's. Totally different style of barbecue. It's vinegar based. She hates it, but I love it. It's in my bloodline.
We like sweet around here.
And it's the exact opposite. It's mustard vinegar barbecue sauce. But I can smell it cooking right now. So I really, you know, that's really where it started for me. It's that backyard cooking on a grill, and then a love and affinity for, you know, Fincher's and Tucker's barbecue in Macon, Georgia.
So one of the things I definitely want to ask about, and I know a lot of viewers and us that watch us, there's a big difference between the barbecue, and correct me if I'm wrong, I could be wrong, but this is just how I feel. There's a big difference between the barbecue that you're going to get, like when I go to like a local restaurant compared to the competition barbecue y'all do. And if you could speak on like the difference and kind of just talk a little bit about what it is like to go to these competitions, and then from there, I want to talk about a recent one y'all have been to, but kind of like enlighten us all, because I know, I'm going to tell y'all right now before I let him speak, he was in there talking before we got on camera, and they sound like mad scientists to me of what they're doing. So tell us about a little bit more about what goes into the competition barbecue world.
Sure. Well, I tell you, when you first start, you're going to look like Jed Clampett. coming to it. You're going to bring everything and everything, anything and everything,
All the
and
above.
just it's droves of products and just anything you could think of, you're going to bring. And then as you get more experience, you're going to level that out. You only bring what you need. And now it's a lot more streamlined than it used to be when I first started. The biggest thing is you have, at the end of the day, you have 6 judges. And you got to blow them away with one bite. And if they're trained judges, really, and I'll say this, I had 2 people that helped me out a long time ago and in the comp world. And they taught me to win on tenderness. If you win on tenderness, I honestly think you could cook on a trash can, mix up ketchup and mustard, and probably win a contest with it.
Oh, wow.
But you win on tenderness first, and develop flavor profiles as you go. And so you got to blow a judge away with one bite, and that's really how you do it. You put your flavor profiles, but if you're focusing on tenderness and not on that profile, you're gonna be up there every time.
Right.
And it's a cumulative score, between 4 categories. In a lot of contests or 3. So that's the key to it is focusing on tender product, but not over. Overs are better than unders.
But you don't want mush.
You don't want
Gotcha.
mush, and you
Don't
don't
want mush.
want to fall off the completely fall off the bone rib.
So you
wanna
want a little bit of a tug.
a little bit,
But
a
not
little
much.
bit, and that's kind of that. That goalpost is moving as time goes on.
Yes, sir.
So it's right on the edge of mush, but not quite.
Yeah.
In some
Step
sanctioned
before.
bodies. You got to win on one bite. So you pack them with a punch when it comes to flavor too.
So I know, talking to y'all do about 4 big competitions a year. Is that correct, roughly?
Used to, I'd say we probably compete in about 10 to
15?
15 contests a year now.
Yeah.
So to jump forward, myself and my guests, we saw where y'all went down to Key West at one, and I noticed that y'all were like coming from the TikTok world and being on TikTok. I knew about Big Jake, and Big Mo Cason was down there, I believe, and I know a little bit about him. I really wish Boo Boo was here because he is he's really over the top. Like, he loves the barbecue, but that experience, just watching it and watching the clips that y'all put, was amazing. So if y'all could speak on that and just talk about like some of the things you were telling us about the fishing and all that, and then I got one more question after that.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's invitation only with Baron Burton, and Big Jake Fullington asked us to come when we were flattered. We're a huge supporter of him. Of course, we have all his rubs in our shop. Phenomenal guy, and products as well. So when he asked us, of course, we said, yeah, of course. And plus, it's for a good cause. It's for pediatric cancer. So it's a fishing trip and it's a barbecue competition, but a different style, because usually with barbecue competitions, you have your 4 meats. Your ribs, your pork, your chicken, and your brisket. This one, with the fishing trip, what we caught on the day before the competition, we had to cook with on the sandbar, which was super cool. I mean, once in a lifetime experience. I feel like I'm really kind of cooking in paradise is like a whole nother level. But yeah, to cook on the sandbar, I'll never forget it, honestly. And that day we cooked snapper.
Yep.
And it was people's choice. So boats would come into the sandbar, and people would get out of the boat and test and try our stuff. And if they liked it, then they would leave a coin for people's choice. The other categories were different as well, which was fun. Because I feel like if you're a true competitor, you should be able to cook anything at any time, no matter what it is. And so there was sausage, there was New York strips,
turkey breast,
and ribs.
Yep.
So totally different.
Then we did on the people's choice thing at the sandbar. Jake wanted to do a much, I guess, a greater amplified crystal hamburger. So we did,
White Castle.
Yeah, well, White Castle.
White Castle to them,
They
crystals
don't have
to
those
us.
in Georgia.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have them.
Depending on where you're at in this.
Exactly.
Yeah, so we made an amped up Wagyu. It was basically a sandcastle hamburger. It's pretty
It
awesome.
was dynamite.
If you ever heard of the Oklahoma onion burger with cheese, that's pretty much what it was on a crystal bun. It was amazing.
So Wagyu hamburger, sort of a smash burger on a crystal bun. We called it the sandburger, excuse me, because of where we were at. And with Jake's SVG and some other seasonings, holy moly, it was out of this world.
So being competitors and everybody likes to compete, who was the better fisherman?
Oh, it's her all day. Yeah, we caught
I'll
some.
take pride in that one.
Yeah, yeah, she's
Absolutely.
definitely a
I was
water
just bringing
girl.
them in. Let's go.
Yeah,
Now he did get a shark, so I'll give him that credit.
How big was the shark?
probably 250.
Oh, wow.
So good size, yeah.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
tired after that one.
But I grew up in Florida, so I grew up in Gainesville. High Springs has always been my second home. And just to add on that, I knew, so after we got married, we moved to Georgia for about 10 and a half years. And I knew we were coming back home to my home to be with family and whatnot. And I wanted the feel of the butcher shop to be family. I wanted you guys to know us. I wanted us to know your family. And growing up, my grandfather was a physician and his wife was his nurse, my grandmother. And we would go to a butcher shop and they knew us and our cuts and what we wanted. And I wanted that same feel to come here. Like I said, High Springs has always been a second home with all the water, the
Right.
springs. And I just felt like it was the best place for us. So,
Well, I know this, like, even before y'all reached out and was so gracious to invite us out here so we could sit down and meet y'all. And I know that there's a ton of people that have suggested us and they're going to love getting to hear a lot of the background. And here in just a minute, I'm going to get y'all to take me into and just show and so tell everybody about not only all the different options we got in there, because the sausage selection in there is out of this world. And when I go back to talking about them being mad scientists, there are some mad scientists in there coming up with some pretty unique flavors. But before we go inside, I just want to give y'all both a moment to speak to y'all's growing fan base and just tell them a little bit, any other thoughts y'all would like them to know about y'all.
The biggest thing that I guess we want to convey is we appreciate it. You see our hard work. You see the 100-hour weeks that we put in to try to make this thing great. And it's really number one, to make our customer base, proud of us. And our goal is to make you a better cook in the backyard, one way or another. And it's whether it's through trial and error or tidbits that we can share with you to make you better. That's our goal. And it may you don't have to do it our way. You don't have to do it anybody's way. You make it your own. But that's the biggest thing is we're humbled and we're appreciative.
absolutely. Yeah, we absolutely love our customers. I mean, we wouldn't be here without you guys. Coming from an idea of let's open a butcher shop to, hey, let's surprise, have daily meals, have specials every day. We cook every day with ribs and brisket and pulled pork and, chicken of some sorts. We'll literally cook anything in our shop for you. Just call us the day before and we'll make it happen. We cater like crazy. And I don't put a menu together because literally the sky's the limit on what we can do. With an executive chef, with Bobby's, skills, I mean, the sky's the limit on what we can do. And I feel like if you set it to a piece of paper, then you're stuck to that. And that's not what I want. I try to talk with our customers and I sit down and say, what's our budget? What do we need? How many people? And then we create a custom menu for them. And that's really special because I feel like a lot of people don't do that these days. But we're a world of knowledge. There's no right answer. There's no wrong answer. Call us and say, hey, look, I just cooked a pork chop and I don't know about, if I overcooked it or what, or brisket or whatever it may be. Call us. I mean, that's what we're here for. We want to be able to extend our knowledge to you and to up your game because anybody can cook barbecue. But when you've been in the competition world, it's a whole nother game. It's a whole nother level to up your skill and to obviously impress your family or your loved one or your neighbors or whoever. And one thing I'll just say about the comp world, we went to Memphis in May and we were 8th. We took 8th in the world. And the closeness in the comp world, to give an example, we were 0.88 away from first, from winning it. And the precision, the passion, the artistry, it's not like no other. It's amazing to see. It's amazing to watch. I still get goosebumps when I see him cutting out, and we chop a lot of our brisket off when you do a comp, because it's got to fit in your tray. And to the average person, you're like, holy cow, you wasted a whole bunch of your Wagyu brisket.
Right.
But to us, it's like, no, you have to if you want to win. And finding different flavor profiles throughout the years has been pretty phenomenal on the creations. So that's pretty cool too.
Yeah. We didn't get here by ourselves. I mean, there's a ton of people that we owe a debt of gratitude to that helped us get here. I mean, Mitchell Bedwell is a very close friend of ours, and you know, he's a mentor to me and somebody I look up to. You know, there's a lot of people that helped me get, helped us get where, her parents helped us get where, where we are today. If it wasn't for her parents, we wouldn't be here.
Well, one thing I can say, you talked about every day you can be humbled in what you're doing, and as everybody that watches this channel knows, I am the first one to say I am not a great cook. And for when I asked you when you first started, you told me the story about setting the grill on fire. I felt a little better, like at least he can relate to me in the beginning. But
not just the grill, almost the house too. So,
oh yeah, just about. Hey, I guess to go ahead, we'll tell it. So I don't care. So first brisket I did, the first brisket I ever ate was in Houston, Texas. And this is early 2000s in Georgia. And I'm like, man, I got to recreate. We had just started dating, I think. And it's been a long time ago. So I got to recreate this. So I hacked that thing up like Edward Scissorhands, buddy. I tore that thing up. And then I had a gas grill. That's all I had. So I was going to cook a brisket on a gas grill. And what I did was I created a bomb. And so bad of a bomb, it caught my soffit and fascia board on my house on fire. So hopefully the insurance man ain't listening, but hey. So it happened, and luckily we didn't have a nuclear attack that night because it wasn't far from it.
I love that story, and the reason I love that story is it's to me that's an inspiring story because it shows where you went to. Of course, we can stand out here and talk for hours upon hours about the whole grind and journey, the process, but it just shows if you put your heart in it, you have the passion to it, you can go from there to winning competitions all over the Southeast. And I just want to thank y'all again. I know we're about to go inside and let y'all show us around the Sweet Meat Butcher Shop, talk about the sausage here in just a second, and then we're going to sit down. And I'm so excited to try this food. But before we get to that, I just want to thank y'all again for taking this time. And I know it's going to mean the world to our audience to meet y'all and hear a little bit about your story. And I love that story. It made me feel better about yourself.
Oh yeah. Hey, I want to thank y'all for what you do. It's an absolute struggle for small businesses. So any kind of help that you can do to bring business their way, it doesn't matter what it is. It can be basket weaving. Bringing attention to a small business literally is worth its weight in gold.
It means everything.
So we absolutely love and adore what you're doing. It means the world to the thousands of people in this area.
We really
a lot of people watching too.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. But as we always say, and I know y'all probably feel the same way, it really does come down to the followers, the customers, the regulars, and us being able to just open that door so we can get more to come in and see just how great y'all are doing and what y'all are doing. So without further ado, let's jump inside, and they're going to show y'all a bunch of sausages. All right, so we're inside with Miss Crystal here at Sweet Meat Butcher Shop, and she's going to take us around and show y'all all the great things you can pick up here.
All right, you guys, so come this way, and we have so many goodies. First of all, let's start with our private label. These are phenomenal stuff. We've got different jams and jellies, sauces. We've got some nuts and different flavors. Those are our big hot item. Different concentrates for teas, blackberry, strawberry, some relishes. We also do some pickling. So we've got some okra with some beets, pickles, got dressings. So we take great pride in that. As you see, the pickled garlic is really good. In fact, we take one every day. Yep, so those have been a great seller. They take a lot of great pride in them.
And these are all y'all.
Yep, and we try to get the recipes from family generations, kind of passed down the line.
Okay.
Between grandmothers, great grandmothers on both sides of ours. So between the Georgia style, the Florida style, we've come up with some really good stuff.
All right.
Gator jam, something different. It's got 4 different fruit in it.
It's interesting.
And then what you'll see here is we didn't want your average sauces and rubs. We wanted what we use in competitions. So what you'll see here is our competition, rubs and sauces. And in fact, yesterday we were at Myra Mixon's house trying to get different, what we brought in today, which is new, the raspberry chipotle. That's something new of his. We're huge Heath Riles fans. We use a lot of his products when we do competitions. You've got Tillman's down here with Florida Gold. He's won best sauce on the planet multiple years in a row. You got King's Barbecue. He won the Jack Daniel's World Championship with our ribs that we take pride in.
Okay.
So we'll talk about that a little bit. So these are our sides. Sometimes we have what we call heat and eat meals. We know that people are busy every day, especially families. I'd say on average, have 4 people. And we wanted something that we could cook here, homemade, fresh, and that you guys could take it home and basically just warm it up on your busy day and just have a good, solid meal. Nutritious with some vegetables, some great meats, and then usually put like mashed potatoes or macaroni and cheese or something along that nature. We do our raw milk. We do pasteurized milk as well. Always try to have fresh farm eggs. That's important to us. These are our ribs. I know we talked about these earlier. These are our competition ribs. We are the only one in the state of Florida that have these. In the comp world, we call them 4327. So
Okay.
comp guys, I know you know what I mean. But we take great pride in these. Being the only one in the state of Florida, that's huge to us. The next state would be Virginia, as be the closest. And the reason for that is the comp guys, they like the thickness. They like that intermuscular fat, more tenderness, more flavor, just a huge difference. pH of the pork as well. Every week we've been trying to do something different with homemade deviled eggs. This week was pork and bacon jam deviled eggs. We've done jalapenos with cooked bacon, which was really yummy. So every week we try to do something. They are huge hits. So if you have an idea on that, we're open
And
for sure.
I know you brought out that beautiful brisket right there earlier.
Yeah. So we do prime and Wagyu briskets here. This is a Wagyu brisket. As you can see, it's hard with the coating, but all that intermuscular fat, more flavor, more tenderness. That's what we cook in the competition world, and they are just dynamite. Can't get better. It's like butter in your mouth. Very rich, very flavorful though. Always have some desserts for the sweet tooth. This we take really great pride in. All of our sausage is handmade. I take a Boston butt, I grind it, I add fresh seasonings, cheese or no cheese depending on the flavor. All these ideas came from us. That's why some of them are a little crazy to speak. We have about 60 flavors that we will rotate in and out of. As you can see, I need another case with just sausage. The Gator Bite in particular, we created for the Florida Gator football team.
All right.
We cater every year for them, the D-line particularly. And we did a big catering with a whole hog, competition ribs around it, and then all the sausage around it too with the Gator Bite.
Oh, wow.
So that was cool. And then the pig had a Florida jersey on it.
There we go.
So super cool. But yeah, so we have chicken, we have pork, we've done some beef sausage. So
I can go ahead and tell everybody I'm definitely getting me some of those. They've been calling my name ever since I saw them.
yes, those are super good. And then sometimes we always have like slabs of pork belly. So we cut them up. We'll either do pork belly burn-ins a lot of times or pork belly lollipops. As you can see, we did the cinnamon rolls. Super, super good.
There's some rolls right there she is speaking about. They look beautiful.
And then as far as the sausage goes, we wanted people's palates to have different flavors, whether it was sweet, whether it's mild, whether it was spicy. So that way you get a big variety of what you want.
Yeah, because
So-
I know earlier you were speaking about red velvet, sausage,
Yeah.
peach cobbler. Like those are, they're interesting.
Very, yeah. And so a lot of times with them being our own ideas, it's like, well, where did you come up with this? And I always say, well, half the time we were so tired coming back from a competition and we're just riding in the car. It's like, what do you think about that? Bobby and I a lot pull off ideas of, hey, I'm thinking about this, but how can we roll it out? Or what do you think about that? What do you think? So it's very cool to see our brain just explode with new ideas.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
One thing I do want it, because you got your beef down here, but one thing I definitely, that caught my eye is right over here. I got your fresh veggies, but
Oh,
tell
yeah.
me about that right there.
So that is a suckling whole hog. We do cook whole hogs quite a lot actually. In fact, next month we're getting ready to cook a whole hog for Harley Davidson. So we like compart hogs, and that's what we compete with. So actually, when we go to Memphis in May again, we will take 3 compart hogs with us, usually about at least 160 pounds or plus. But we know for the average customer, they clearly don't want that big of a hog.
Right.
So we do try to provide little sucklings,
That's awesome.
30, 40 pounds or so. So yeah. Another thing I really like that we offer is brisket hot dogs,
Okay.
Wagyu hot dogs, and then a good 100% beef hot dog.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had a brisket hot dog. That's interesting.
You're missing out.
I'm missing, well,
You're missing out.
I've learned I'm missing out on a lot lately.
Yeah. And then all of our vegetables are fresh. They're phenomenal. You'll taste the difference as well. And they go fast.
One last thing, I got to show this tomahawk right here to everybody.
Here, let me open the case if you don't mind. And then we got some Wagyu boneless ribeyes in front of it.
Oh, look how beautiful it is. One thing I wanted you to speak on before we go to the eating part is, I know a lot of people when we go shopping, the difference in taste that you're getting with fresh meat here compared to like your local supermarket. If you could just speak on that. I know people are always, especially we were talking and y'all are very aware of like gas prices, inflation and all that, but the quality is just so much better, the flavors there. So just kind of get you to speak on that from a business standpoint. Would be
Yeah,
very
absolutely.
important.
So we've really done our research with the Florida Beef Council, and we know that Florida beef in general, they are not as pumped up with, because it's hot with the heat, and so a lot of times they're skinnier. So what we do is we start our beef here, and the last little bit of life they go up north. I won't really say where, but up north, and just kind of get that last little bit of fat put on them, and that makes it better marbling, better tenderness, better flavor, and it just takes our beef to a whole nother level. All right, so every day we have a different special. On Mondays, I will post the specials on Facebook, and it'll tell you a rundown of what's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We usually don't do a special on Saturdays because it is busy, and we either caterings or other food that will go out. But today's special is grilled chicken with Mexican street corn. Let me take over some yellow rice.
Oh, that looks so good.
Always made fresh the morning of. Super, super yummy. And every day is different. Like yesterday, there was a cheeseburger, barbecue burger with fresh onions on top, and then fresh fries chips that we did in beef tallow. So we take pride in that. We always have containers of pulled pork and brisket. And we do chop brisket, but we'll always do slice too. Just call me the day before, let me know, and we'll be more than happy to do Wagyu brisket, prime brisket, slice, or however you want it, burn ends. We like to do chicken of some sorts. Today we have barbecue, honey wings, and then we have whole chickens, and then St. Louis ribs, and then we always do baby back as well.
Those are beautiful. One other thing, because this is something that is becoming more big. You mentioned beef tallow. Do y'all cook or do all your frying in beef tallow?
We do, absolutely. And so we make our own pork rinds, speaking of that. So pork rinds fried in beef tallow.
Awesome.
Takes it to a whole nother level. The flavor is fabulous. Can't get a better flavor than that. And then we use our competition rubs, and we put garlic jalapeno. We'll do plain for those that don't want seasoning. Barbecue. We've got a ranch. We've got a hot honey. Sometimes we do salt and vinegar. So we just try to change it up based on what you guys like, and they're really good.
All right. Well, we appreciate your time.
Yeah.
All right. So this gentleman right here is going to tell us what all he has. Well, everybody has got us set up. So I'll let you go around and kind of explain everything.
Yeah, not a problem. We'll start right here. This is our 3 cheese, white mac and cheese. Nice little Parmesan crust on it. We have right here our cowboy baked beans, pork, sausage, beef, bacon, jalapenos, delicious. We got a couple variety of sausages. We have our homemade jalapeno cheddar, our Texas Twinkie, which is here and here. We have a maple pecan, and then we also have our Philly cheesesteak.
Oh man.
Then we have homemade pimento cheese, Mexican street corn, hand pickled red onions, 2 different kinds of egg rolls. We have pulled pork with pepper jack cheese and coleslaw, and then we have brisket, pimento cheese, and Mexican street corn to die for. Little jalapeno ranch, sweet Thai chili sauce. We have homemade deviled eggs with pulled pork and a bacon jam. And then last but not least, we have our homemade Texas Twinkies.
Some things are huge.
Yes, we have a A9 Wagyu brisket with burn in, so you have your flat and your point there. We have Prairie Fresh Double Secret competition ribs, half chicken, And then we have, competition money mussels as well right here. So.
Can you explain the money mussels to me?
Sure. So they call it money mussel because there's 16 mussels in a pork butt, and the money mussel is the one that gets you paid.
All right.
So.
Well, I'm excited to try everything. We want to thank y'all once again. And our special guest is ready to come on camera, and I'm going to put him to the eating test. Everything we got here. My special guest is my brother, Jim Bob.
Yeah, Jim Bob.
Man, I don't even know what to say.
You told me to be ready. I wasn't ready.
I told you, you bring your appetite, bro. This is
Looks amazing.
Oh my goodness, I don't even know where to start, but we gotta dig in and start eating this up as much as we can. I'm gonna start here. You know, and when I saw it in the case, this is the Philly cheesesteak sausage. I gotta go buy me some too.
I'm gonna go with the deviled egg first.
Oh man, hit that up. You know, I can slide over there. You got it, bro.
Oh, that bacon jam on there that's right.
Okay.
That is right.
Now I want to go ahead and say deviled eggs is usually not my thing, but you say it's awesome.
Oh, I love them. That one is top of the list.
Oh man, it's got so many different flavors. That is delicious. I'm just blown away just looking at everything. I don't even know where to
There's
go.
so much.
Yes.
So many different options.
I think I'm gonna start going around with the sausage here. I'm gonna try the sausage right here.
Which one is this? Jalapeno? I think it's the jalapeno cheddar, right?
Might have been, no, that's the jalapeno cheddar. I can see the cheddar in it. And
I'll probably correct this.
Oh,
Oh, that's a Texas Twinkie one, isn't it?
yeah. I believe, or
That's the one I seen in
yeah,
the case.
those were the Texas Twinkies, I believe.
That's the one I seen in the case that I was taking home.
Yeah.
I'm going to too.
I'm gonna go ahead and give you one of them egg rolls. Got that street corn in it.
You know I need a little more spice. Boo boo. Let me get that jalapeno ranch over there.
This one?
Yeah.
There you go.
Thanks, sir.
Boo boo. See what you missed, bro?
I appreciate you, boo boo.
Man, this guy. All the sauces I've tried is amazing so far.
Yes.
I don't want to say this though. You see that right there?
You don't drop it.
I don't think it's gonna drop, bro. That thing is massive.
That's the first thing I seen when they brought it out.
Yeah, they jump off the page.
They do.
They jump off the page. There's just so much to try. One thing that they do caterings and stuff, and I'm gonna tell you right now. Can you imagine going to a catering event and just having all this just laid out?
No.
This,
No, I
this
couldn't
is a
imagine.
fella's dream platter right here. This is, we didn't got to all that over there. This is like the appetizers.
The great thing I said about catering is it's not a set menu. You pick what you want.
Mhm.
They'll cater it to your liking.
Italian, everything, man.
Hey, you gotta get that. You got the street corn. That thing is.
Yeah.
Here,
How much
go ahead.
spice in there?
Not much.
I'm gonna do it anyway.
Definitely is nice.
I want to say this, speaking to them, they're so nice. They want to give back to the community. They're all about the community. They're about family. I just absolutely love that aspect of it. I love them as people. They're wanting to serve up good food. They care about us being happy. And it's really great because for people that don't know, I was talking about him being a special guest. Me and him, we may not be technically blood brothers, but we've been brothers for years and years and years. He's been a supporter of myself, the channel for so long. And any day that you get to break bread with a brother and a family member is a good day.
Yes, sir.
And I appreciate you taking the time to join me here for this. I'm sorry I had to twist your arm to try this food, but I think you got blessed today.
Yes, sir. You know, usually the brothers you pick are pretty special anyway. So
That's right. I love you, bro. I love this food. This food is amazing. The problem is I need to try everything, but everything's so good I don't want to stop eating it.
I know it. There's so much.
Yeah, they
overdid it.
they wanted to show what they were capable of and different aspects of what they do, and it's amazing. And one thing I do want to add, and I meant to bring it up in the interview, they talk about they made comments about you can call and get questions and anything, but they also do barbecue classes.
Yes.
And
They're always trying to help give back.
yeah,
Try to help everybody get to where they want to be.
yeah, willing to share their vast knowledge of years and years of experience. 'Cause, yeah. Oh, I didn't listen. There's too much. But one thing I do want to say, you can sign up for their classes. When he was telling me about the classes, he was talking about how often he does it. I think I would have to probably sign up for the 3-year one with my cooking skills. Probably the 3-year might do me. I don't know. I got faith in him. He might be able to get me right in a year.
I think you can do it. I think you can do it.
He would probably look at me and go, Hatter, do you know that you've wasted about $2,000 worth of good meat and I'm trying to tell you what to do? Oh man, I've been waiting for this.
It's on another level. It's on another level.
Oh, that's awesome.
The glaze on the outside, man.
You think Boo Boo would be crying about the heat of this one?
Oh, definitely. You know him.
Yeah. It hasn't really got a lot of heat. It's got great flavor.
Man.
The heat is there enough that you feel it, but it's not overpowering. And for someone that's not a big heat eater, to me, this is
No, it's very mild to
chef kiss.
anybody that has any kind of tolerance. Super delicious. So.
Man, this is a backyard dream, bro.
I got to get the street corn because I tasted it in that egg roll. I want to taste it straight up. That ain't gonna be big enough.
Man, if I wish, like all jokes aside, I would like, what I need to do, this is what I need to do, bro. We need to get a big party together of our friends and family, right? And we'll come down here and I'll get him to set it all up like this. But maybe like deliver it when no one knows I'm there and I'll come out and act like I've done it. Can you imagine everybody's face? Oh, that'd be awesome.
They gonna know, but it's gonna be funny.
Love it.
Man, you can taste everything's fresh.
Oh yeah.
Everything's so fresh.
I love their passion, man. Their passion is just off the charts. That's what, you know, I'm all, people that watch this channel, I am no food critic by no means. I'm no chef by no means. I definitely ain't no pit master. I probably couldn't even spell pit master, to be honest with y'all. But I am a people person.
Yes.
You've known this, you've known me
No
for
doubt.
years. And we talk about meeting great people. And what I think one thing that doesn't always get told or gets brought up when we're doing interviews and stuff is people are very humble of the struggles they went through, what made them get there. And Food with the Fellows, we get previewed to so much of their backstory that they don't come out and say the struggles they went through, whether it may be personally, professionally. And I'm telling y'all right now, when you come and meet people like Sweet Meat Butcher Shop and other places, if you knew the whole story, what it took for them to get there, you're some of the most amazing people. Anyone, I'm telling y'all, these small business owners go through obstacles that big corporations don't. They're fighting an uphill battle, in my opinion. That's why this channel is so important. And today was just another example of meeting just absolutely top-notch people.
Usually, when you get food that's this good, there has to be some sort of humbleness to get to this point. Otherwise, they'd have never made it.
Right.
So to get to this point and to accomplish what they've accomplished and keep trying to give back, because like they do the competitions here in town.
Yeah, right over here, just
in this little side lot they have here. And they pick charities and they give back to the charities and they just give them back to the community every chance they get. So.
And that right there is just, it's some, you said it earlier when we were talking off camera, that we need to get back to us being together and helping out our fellow friends and family and community. And we need that more and more than ever in the world, in my opinion. Listen, these egg rolls.
No, I'm trying not.
It would be hard.
I know they're gonna fill me up. But we didn't get to this plate.
Yeah, it'd be hard for me to guess which one I'm gonna like better though. So I know, like a lot of times when we went places, you like the sweet side chili wings and stuff. What do you think about that sauce?
That's a very good sauce. That's a very, very good chili sauce.
Now, you know, I would steer away from this, but I'm gonna be honest with you. When I first took a bite of it and started to eat it, I was like, oh, that's sweet. But then that heat hit me a little bit afterwards. Not a lot, just a little bit of heat. And I really, really enjoy it.
pickled red onions here.
So you've known me for over 20 years, and you know I've never been a big heat person. But I will say this, after going to so many places and meeting people that are so good at balancing the sweet and the heat, sort of like that sauce right there,
Yes.
they have changed my mind, and I'm way more likely to order something that might have some spice, because I know it's just not going to be that kind of spice that burns me up and I gotta put y'all might not want to listen to this, but put a roll of toilet paper in the freezer.
Man, if it's done right, the heat adds such a flavor to it, such a level that it changes the whole complexity of the meal.
Oh man.
I don't know where to go, man. I'm bouncing around here.
Listen,
We'll get this mac and cheese here in a minute. This is the homemade pimento they got.
listen, how you're in this thing.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm gonna start eating faster and talking less, because I
Yeah,
already got
yeah.
a little bit of a smoke signal from my tummy saying, hey, big guy, everything's really good, but might need to calm down a little bit. I like the crunch they got on top of the mac and cheese.
I said before, whenever like we went to the other place that I did with you, and they got the pimento cheese sandwich. I'm not a big pimento cheese fan, but these people changed my mind.
Yeah.
That's good. You gotta try that. That's good.
I think that's something me and Boo Boo talk about all the time, is there was things that we thought we didn't like, and then when we had it
we just
made
had it
the
wrong.
right way, yeah.
We just had it wrong. Or we had it. We bought it from some grocery store off the
Yeah.
bottom shelf.
Well, I mean, prices, there's no better value than great value, they say.
Woo! Look at that.
Mac and cheese is delicious, bro. There is not anything on here that I would not order, try.
Which egg roll do you like better?
They're both outstanding. I would probably go with that one because, and it's crazy because it's not something that I would order, but that sauce it's perfect sweet to heat to me.
This is what's great, because I'm going the other way.
Really?
That one is good, but that street corn, putting the street corn in there, changed it for me. Like
Oh,
that.
wow.
That was, I told you. That for me
Fork
changed
is
it.
not good enough for me. I know that is a great presentation y'all did there, but I just can't get enough of this goodness in my mouth all in one bite.
Man.
Oh my goodness, boy. Brother.
I'm telling you, the street corn did it for me in the egg roll. So
Man, as soon as we
the other
came
one's
in, you
good.
saw the street corn, you said you was gonna get you something
Yes.
to
Yeah, we was looking through the case in there. So you got to get a couple of them to go.
go. I got one gripe, and they're gonna see this, and I hope they don't hold it against me. But you can't give so many great things that you can't push any away from you to keep going to the next.
Yeah, it's
Man, they fans out there. They saw the food. Father didn't stop. He could have stopped. Could have fed the UPS
Yeah.
man. Oh my goodness. Did I try everything? Oh, you still gotta try this pimento cheese. Oh man, I gotta get over that other plate, brother. My tummy is showing some signals
we'll
here.
skip the beans.
Huh? Oh, I'm never gonna skip the beans. When he said cowboy beans, sold.
See,
Sold,
baked
sir.
beans for me are one. Like if I go to another barbecue place and they have the sides up there, baked beans are usually down on my list a little bit. Mac and cheese and maybe some coleslaw or something like that is usually my go-to. But man, I had no problem ordering them.
See, that's the great thing. Like when I go off with my
No
wife
problem.
places, she always goes mac and cheese. So I usually do lean towards the baked beans. Sorry. And Boo Boo, he loves green beans, so I always go to the baked beans usually. So we're going to share everything. But one thing I want to say, I ain't even tasted these yet, but it's always great when you get a side and you can just tell without even tasting it, they're putting love, they're putting fresh chopped up, adding stuff to it. You can just tell by them. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I see, it looks like, I ain't no expert, so don't hold it against me. At least it looks like 2 different types of peppers, 2 different types of meat, might be a 3rd type of pepper in there, I'm not sure. I know what they are.
What are they?
Dang delicious. Man, that's like lick the plate delicious.
I'm telling you.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Telling you. I'm gonna get another scoop of them too. Even though I'm hurting myself because I ain't made. You still gotta get to this other board.
Hey, listen.
Oh
man.
my God, I had these easy.
Yeah, I gotta get the other board. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna wait. I got something I want to say, but I'm gonna wait till that rib right there is calling my name. But when we were interviewing him, he said something, and it stuck in my mind when I was here eating this food. So I think I might have learned something.
Uh-oh.
You know, it's dangerous when I had to learn something, bro. So he said, when you go to competition and the judge is there,
Mm-hmm.
it's all about that first bite.
First bite.
The first bite.
You took it off the bone. So.
So I'm gonna I'm gonna say this.
Yeah.
Now, we've been all of us, I'm a dry rib guy.
Mm-hmm.
Usually I'm not someone that's gonna put sauce on ribs. You gotta try that sauce. I've never had a sauce. I don't want to say what it is because, like I said, I can go ingredients, but it's almost like it has almost like a maple type taste to it. That thing is good. With that being said, I'm gonna say this: if you are looking for a barbecue judge in all them big competitions, do not call the Hatter because I'm not a one bite guy.
Yeah, rib.
Man, when it's that good, you need to take every bite.
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Ribs are always something I'm leery of ordering at barbecue places too, because if they're not done right, you just wasted your money.
Mm-hmm.
But well, so far everything here's done right, just so we're clear. But that is good.
Yeah, man, that's fall off the bone. What do you think about the sauce?
Man, it sticks to you. It's so good.
Do you get like that
It's
kind of
like
like sweet maple type?
Almost like maybe a little bit of honey here.
It's something that it's just it's a little bit of sweetness, but ain't an over the top sweetness. Absolutely love it. There's no way I could be a judge. No way.
No way.
Because I wouldn't be able to get through all the stuff. They would come up with like a thing of like 4 items for me to try, and I would kill the whole box. And other judges would be like, "Hey, fat boy, you know all of us got to try it." They'd have to serve it like this, bro. That is. Let me shut up, man. I gotta eat.
We're going to the Wagyu next. There.
I wouldn't try that, bro. I wouldn't try it. I'm telling you right now.
I always like to pull mine apart just to see how easy it pulls apart.
That's good, bro. I got
Now
when I got a thick piece, that thing's so tender.
she was inside telling us about how that brisket in there is gonna melt in your mouth, butter in your mouth. She didn't lie. Oh my goodness.
Man, I'm gonna tell you right now. You know what this brisket is? I got a name for this brisket. It just popped in my mind. I got a name for this brisket.
Number one.
That right there is nursing home brisket, because you don't even need no teeth. You can take your dentures out and eat that, boy. I'm telling you right now.
Oh, that's
No
funny.
offense to the older people, we love you. Just saying.
Reminds me of a buddy back in the never mind.
Man, I'm telling you right now, you ain't got to chew this.
Mm.
That's melting your mouth, brother.
I'm pretty confident to say I've never had Wagyu brisket before.
I'm
I
not
know why they
100%
use it in
sure.
the competitions,
Oh yeah, this is just
because that's on another level of the other briskets.
melting your mouth.
That's there. I'm looking at these ends. Give me these ends.
Listen, every time I see you go burn ends, bro, I'm gonna tell you right now, everybody knows the Hatter needs to lose weight. I'm the first one to say I need to go on diet.
I'm gonna go quick on my next.
But I'm gonna go on the carnivore diet. I'm gonna go on the sweet meat, butcher shop, carnivore diet. Man, you tell y'all elbow and like
Oh
climb
man,
over
just
you.
get it, man. Better just get it.
Oh, I got 2 of them inside.
You can't just get one, so. Telling you. Man,
I just want to say
that
this
is good.
to Bobby and Crystal. They wanted to show exactly what they could do. I knew when they invited us, and I just
told
had
me.
a short conversation with them.
You told
Boo Boo
me.
was supposed to be here. I reached out to my brother. I said, I need you, bro. I have a feeling they're gonna come. They're gonna come heavy and hard. And as we were talking, they came around the corner and I saw the one board, and I was like, oh, thank goodness it's only one board. But look at all that food. And then the second board came around the corner, and I said, oh boy, they're trying to kill the Hatter. They're trying to kill the Hatter because you can't push none of this away.
No, it's so good. What about the ends there?
Delicious, man. It's just,
Run out of words, man.
man, yeah.
Run out of words.
The word you can say for this, and he talked about, and it's been a big thing on social media, and the food with the fellas, we don't get caught up in all them social media trends, but that's that tenderness.
Tenderness.
That's that tenderness. That's slap your mama good.
He said win with the tenderness.
Well, he's winning. He won my heart. Oh man.
Run out of words and stomach.
Yes.
I'm not sure what sauce that is. I hope he sells it in there. I hope it ain't just some top secret sauce that you can't. What you want?
No, you need to try that.
That's what I just had.
That is good. Man, ain't nothing bad here. Hey,
Yeah.
there's a reason he's winning this stuff.
Yeah.
There's a winning. This is what it is. There's a reason they're winning stuff.
8th in the world.
In the world.
Cooking on sandbars.
Like, listen, when I saw their little clips, that's just such a cool
It
experience.
is. Man, it seems so cool. You sit right out there, you see the boats pull up, go try their stuff. Man.
And one thing I think, and to take this a step further, y'all, a lot of people will watch this, and a lot of barbecue people will watch this. And when I was sitting there, and when you're interviewing people, it's hard to keep all my thoughts together and everything. But to think when they first started, if you could have told them, because how we feel with food with fellas and anything we've done and things that me and you've done, you never expect that. Like when I told you I wanted to go play in the World Series of Poker, like I never thought I would really be there.
Right.
And the day that he did the brisket thing,
Yes.
if I would have went to him and said, Mr. Bobby, you're gonna stick with this and you're gonna be at a sandbar.
I was
with
thinking the same thing. You beat
the
me to
top of the echelon of all barbecue people, holding your own,
it. Yeah.
living this moment, this memory that will last forever, that is just an amazing moment.
I'm taking the whole
I
weight.
think that's just so awesome.
I'm taking the whole weight.
I
You can have
saw
the breast. You can have the breast.
Oh, I'm gonna take the whole breast. Now I will say, if I go to a barbecue place, the last thing I'm gonna order is chicken.
I agree with that.
Mainly because all the other stuff is
Just preference.
reference. And chicken's probably the most healthy, and as my wife says, I do all the things that are most unhealthy for me,
Well,
her included. Y'all say a quick prayer for me, because when she watches this
yeah,
episode,
you in trouble.
yeah, I'm gonna be in trouble. By the time this episode comes out, I'll probably have a little baby girl.
What are you doing over here with the fork?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Thought we talked about this.
Listen, I was trying to be classy. I've been sitting here eating.
All the food people.
Listen, I've been over here eating high on the hog, looking like a hog, probably everybody on TV.
Man, look.
This is what you want me to do.
There you go. Listen, chicken is nothing to shake a stick at, boy. That thing is good too. I mean, I will say,
Man,
after I do make a mess.
well, I've made a
Running
whole big
napkins
mess.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
Well, we've tasted everything now.
Mhm.
So as we always do, you're the special guest. I'm gonna let you go first. This is gonna be the hardest question, and it's the one me and Boo always struggle with. I want you to go on this plate,
Mhm.
and I know it's all going. Everything was delicious. First off, I already know you're gonna say that, but what would, if you were to get? This is what we're gonna do: 2 meat combo,
Mhm.
and pick 2 items over here. What are we doing? And what would be your personal preference?
Oh man. So on this board, I'm gonna do this board first because it's smaller and I'm going with the brisket and the ribs.
Okay.
Like nothing against the rest of it. Like it's all on point with, it's right there. It goes back to preference, but that brisket and those ribs, man, you can't miss.
All right. Both sides, we agree, order them every time.
Oh yeah,
I agree.
yeah. That mac and cheese and them baked beans are on another level. I'm going to the. I like those egg rolls with the street corn.
Okay.
I like that, and the Twinkies.
The Texas
The
Twinkies.
big jalapenos there.
All
That'd
right.
be the two things I get off that board.
What about street corn?
Well, I got it in the.
Okay.
I got it in,
Okay.
in the thing.
I know you
said
love that
two.
street corn. Oh, yeah. It's hard. It's
Said
hard.
two.
For me, definitely going brisket. Man, I'm really torn between the ribs and the burnt ends. I was shocked by that. I never had
Money muscle.
Yeah, I never had the money muscle like that. So that was very delicious to me. Because I'm not a big chicken eater overall, I was really blown away by how good the chicken was.
Oh man, look, you see the board. Look, when I broke the chicken, all the juices were still there.
Because for me, when you serve me a piece of chicken,
Mm-hmm.
it's got to be like out of this world because it's just not something I lean towards. But that is outstanding. But back to what I was saying, brisket, burn ends, and the ribs is so close. And this is where the fat boys don't come into me. I'd probably go with the ribs, hoping that I would get more ribs than burn ends. But that's just me being selfish and a fat boy. Over here, I'm gonna go with these egg rolls with that sweet Thai chili. Again, probably shocking you and other people, but I love that sauce. And
I was a
the Twinkies,
Yeah.
the Twinkies.
I was a big fan of the jalapeno.
These right
ranch.
here are just so good.
They're
so good.
they're massive too for
Yes.
jalapenos. There's not no small little jalapeno pepper.
I
Like,
love
it's
how like that. Those are just out of this world. But a sneaky thing that I personally like, the boiled eggs I do want to say was really good. But something that I wanted to try as soon as I saw it in the case was this right here.
packed. Oh, the Philly.
The Philly cheesesteak sausage. I'm a Philly
It was
cheesesteak
good.
guy. I love
It
this.
was very good. I don't even know if
As he takes another bite, I just want to end it like this. I want to thank Crystal and Bobby from the bottom of Food with the Fellows' Hearts. They said so many nice things about us, but as we always say, you the followers, you the loyal customers, and the small business owners, y'all are the heroes, and y'all absolutely showed out today.
Great
Any
spot.
final thoughts?
Man, great spot. I'm so full, but man, there's so much stuff I want to eat again because I only had to try a little bit of each thing, and it's so good. But no, Bobby and Crystal, they're great people. Like giving back to the community, come out, support them. Just you won't be disappointed in anything you get from them.
And I know with us moving into our new house, just getting moved in, this is definitely gonna be one of the places I come to get all my meat and
Yes.
stuff. Because I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I know we all talk about it, about the price, and that's why I wanted to get her to speak on it. I know prices are prices, unfortunately they're everywhere, but I'm gonna choose quality, especially when it comes to serving my friends and family. So come out here, get the highest quality around at Sweet Meat Butcher Shop if you're around the High Springs area. As always, like, subscribe, comment, we appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all at the next place, but I'm gonna tell you right now, they set a high bar here for all barbecue places.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough to beat this.
Thank y'all again.